Alright, today we are going to be working on MC Escher's Infinity house. MC Escher was an artist, he was a Dutch artist from the Netherlands, and he really loved using infinity, like using it where you go into more and more and more and it never ends, patterns that can create an art piece. And so we got inspired for this one, and so what you guys are going to start out with is basically a square shape like this. And from that square, right here, you're going to be cutting a triangle, and it's a type of isosceles triangle because it has two parts that are the same and one length that is not the same. So two that are the same and one that is not. And every time we cut this triangle in half, we create two more isosceles triangle. And then when we have a smaller version of it, then we cut it again and it creates two more isosceles. And you see that square in there? And then when we cut it again we have two more that it's created, smaller and smaller and smaller. And we could go on, but we're only going to go to the 16th with these triangles. So we're going to start out, and you want to get with a partner, and you and your partner are going to have 6 colors that you're going to use of construction paper. And so you get 3 and your partner gets 3. It saves you a lot more time on cutting, and it's great to have a partner to help you out. All right, because we're going to be able to share this construction paper, the triangles, the isosceles triangles. Okay, so we're going to make sure our ruler, remember there's always like that little space right there at the beginning, so you want to put it at 0 and mark 7 at the top of your paper. Now I have mine lengthwise, and then I'm going to go down to the bottom and I mark 7 inches. Then I'm going to lay my ruler against both of this, and this is so I can create a straight line, just like that. I mark my paper. All right, and now I'm going to fold my corner, and I'm going to make it touch the line right here. Make sure it's touching, and then I'm going to fold it down into that isosceles triangle. And while I'm here, I'm going to turn my paper, hold it down, and lightly, do you see I'm holding my pencil at the end too? It's to hold it lightly, because I don't want to be like drawing a really strong line. Now from here, I'm going to cut my square out first. Okay. And this is where your partner is going to take this other color, and you're going to take one from them. So you're going to have 6 colors in total. So you'll have those. So now go ahead and cut out all 3. Now that you guys are all done cutting your triangles out and sharing with your partner, so each of you have 6 different colors. If you don't, that's okay too. This is a great sheet. You have this handout that's going to show you how to build your house. Step 1, step 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's not too bad. So I'm going to pick one of these to be the roof of my house. Maybe a red roof. I think I'll go with the black. I'm going to go with the black. So my step 1 is done. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. I'm going to go just glue it this side and then flip it over. I'm going to try to make it as straight as possible up there. And in the center, bring it down a little bit, and there's my first step. Now on my second step, this is where I need to grab one of my triangles, and I need to do half of this large triangle, right, this isosceles. So I'm going to fold my paper in half, and I'm going to cut it. Now I could just put these 2 down there and have that color, or I can go ahead and switch it up with another color, make it a little more fun. So there's my triangle. Okay, so then I'm just going to go ahead and glue these down. Now my next step is to go ahead and pick my next colors that I'm going to do. And I would fold these in half and I would cut them and cut them down. So now I would go ahead and use my sheet. So now I know my step 3, I'm going to have 4 triangles. The following one, I'm going to need 4 triangles half that size too. So I'm going to go ahead and I collected my half triangles of this size. So these are my isosceles for that. And I can go ahead and lay that out. Okay. Now this is where it gets just a little confusing. I'm going to move my paper up a little bit. I am going to now, I'm like, wait, where do I go from here? Well, we're not stopping. This is not the end of the house, but we are going to create another square, and this one turns. So see that square right there? And I can put 2 lines. You don't have to do this, but that's what I'm going to do. I have already pre-cut some, so I am going to go ahead and lay those down. All right, now from here, this one, I'm going to make a square out of this triangle. I'm going to make a square out of this triangle, here, and here. So right now, we just finished step 4. Now we're moving to step 5, and we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So go ahead and cut those down or pause. And I'm going to go ahead and line up mine. I'm not gluing mine down yet, and that's okay. I'll just go ahead and build it. I think I'll put yellow next to that light blue. I kind of like that color. Put an orange down below. Oh, those 2. That blue will be touching that blue. Well, that looks kind of cool. I like that. That's alright. That's kind of a pattern too. See, the bottom ones are a pattern too. Alright, now I'm on step number 6. And I have another square down here. And see how I'm going to, it's quite tricky, this part. You have to just kind of see where is my next square. Now I'm going to split my square into those isosceles. And on this piece, guess how many pieces again? 2, 4, 6, 8. Now we have 8 pieces. Maybe I'll do something funny, see how it comes out. See what happens. It's different colors, right? You could create a pattern. You could just, with your partner, use 2 different colors. I think it would actually look, or I think 3 colors would be pretty neat. All right, so now we have that step done. Now the next one, and make sure you're gluing down every step. Now this is our last step. There's my square. Do you see my square right there? I have a square right here. What? Another one right there. I'm going to draw my line underneath. So now this one I have to split. Oh my goodness, how many triangles are we going to need to cut now in half? Remember, every single time we have to so you always want to fold your triangles and make sure, so this one, I'm always going to fold it in half. This one, I can do it with my scissors almost, but because I can see the half. So see how hard that was to fold? This one I can just kind of guesstimate, these little baby ones, see right there. So there's one. There's a lot of trucks going on campus today, I can hear them. Now this one I feel like I did it wrong. Let's see. See, on this one I did 2 blue, right? Do you see that? And I should have done, if I was going to keep that same pattern as this one, I should have done 2 blue like that. Okay. I'm seeing it a little better now. And the red on the outside if I was going to keep the same pattern. So you can switch it up anytime. And this would go, oh, this is going to be fun. It really is different. But I don't like that, so I'm going to switch it around. And this is the great plate. This is the time when you want to play with your pieces and make sure that you have them where you want them. Yep, I think I want it like that. Now this would be a terrible time if I was in the classroom and some kid, like, you know, my buddy walked by and hit my desk, right? Okay, so there we go. Now I'm in better shape. Did you see how I didn't have it in the right order? It was going to be hard for me to lay down. I'm not doing a very clean job right now, but when I glue it, I would definitely put it a lot neater. All right. So I have these like itty bitties. They're so itty bitty. So I had to cut. I had 4 colors that I was working with. Oh no, and I just dropped one. And so I would, if I have 4 colors and I need 16, I would just cut 4 of each. See, that's where multiplication and division come in handy, right? You're like, well, if it's 16 and I have 4 colors, how many do I need? Okay. It's coming together. I kind of wish I had black now at the bottom. That would be fun. Okay, and now I need one more color, and my last color is going to be a blue. And if you do want to change, you can always get another piece of construction paper. All right, and so that's how I would do my infinity. And if I wanted to go one more level, I could, but I don't think I can cut that small. All right, hope you all had fun.